Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Two Brothers channel. I'm one brother.
And I'm the second brother. Welcome, everybody. Back to you, Mr. Phil.
Hey, thank you, Mr. Lay. Look, today we're going to be looking at this topic. And the topic, let's call it inspired by the Ndlovu choir. Okay, this morning I saw a clip just by chance. I saw a clip just by chance. And it was the Ndlovu choir, spelled Ndlovu choir.
Yeah, there used to be a player, a famous football player that sorry, Mr. Phil, to cut it.
No, please.
That used to play for Coventry, Peter Ndlovu.
Okay.
That's how Oyibo will call Ndlovu, as you've said. But,
Thank you.
They call him Ndlovu.
Oh.
So, butchering it, but yes. Back to you, sir.
Okay, we're not gonna call them the Ndlovu. That would be the greatest disservice.
No, definitely not. Definitely
the
not.
Ndlovu choir. Okay,
Ndlovu.
Like I said, Ndlovu. Now, why I'm spelling it is that go and check them out on YouTube. I just saw their video by chance this morning, and they went on America's Got Talent. And it happened to be last year. And 2020 is like a non-starter. Everything is gone all wrong in 2020. It's like the year is forget 2020. So 2019, so it's as recent as it can be before all this mess. Okay. And they got to the final, apparently, of British Got Talent. And when they came on, I didn't know how good they were. And honestly, they blew me away. The harmonies, the precision, the artistry, the delivery, everything about them just blew me away. Okay. Then good thing about American Got Talent is that they actually went into their backstory a bit. And the backstory basically showed that they were, in South Africa, rural South Africa, very poor surrounding, very, very poor village. And basically, they worked hard. They worked smart. They paid the price. Remember, we did a video on pay the price for the prize. Okay. And the good thing about it is that that backstory now shows them that, look, this good thing that you're saying, this good thing that you are impressed with, Mr. Phil, did not just happen yesterday. They have been on the journey for over 10 years.
Yes, sir.
What do you think, Mr. Clay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is, everybody wants a diamond. We get excited when we see one shining, glistering. Women, diamonds are forever, But nobody wants to polish that coal or wants to know the journey that diamond has been through to get to where he's at. I mean, I saw the choir. Thanks for sharing with me, Mr. Phil. It really made my day. And one of the main messages I got from them is the fact that they have been working hard. To get 10 out of 10, folks, it's not easy. You don't get 10 out of 10 in the vocals, in the dancing, choreography, in everything you're doing by chance. It's not by luck. Your talent plays a part. Trust me. I will spit that again. Talent plays a part. But you ain't 10 out of 10. You need to polish that talent. Especially when you're talking about a large group of people coming together to do something impressive, to be coordinated, to be choreographed, to be in sync, to be in step. Not just the singing, the dancing, Man, Mr. Phil, it shows that there are no shortcuts. There are no excuses.
Thank you.
There are nothing should be holding you back. Back to you, sir.
Now, one of the things that you said there is that you said their timing, their choreography. Remember, we did a video on time as a superpower.
Yes, sir.
Now, the good thing is this: these are Africans.
Yeah.
Shows that they are good with timing.
Yeah.
Look at how they were in sync, like you said, Mr. Clay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Perfection.
none of them
So,
were late.
Simon Cowell said this was his word before he signed them. I must add that in. Before he took them under his wings to make some serious cash with them, he said, "This is the best final I have ever been on." Now, those are not cheap words. He's been on a lot of talent finals. Simon Cowell made his name just doing talent shows. So for him to turn around and say, "You know what, guys, this is the best final I have ever seen since I've been on this journey," tells you something. Tells you the amount of hard graft, hard work that goes into that precision, into that timing, into that not letting anything hold them back. Back to you, Mr. Phil.
And that is the important thing here, guys and ladies and gentlemen. Look, what I love about this is that these are Africans. So we have shown that we can do it. What I love about this is that these are Africans from the poorest backgrounds. They had nothing. Honestly, go on YouTube, follow their story, okay? But what is important is this, okay? They did not say, oh, we're poor, we don't have anything here. Look, the magic, like Mr. Claire is saying, is that we are appreciating right now is purely polishing the value that they had. They had nothing. But I can sing a little. They had nothing. But I can dance a little. They had nothing. I ain't doing nothing. I can show up for rehearsals. They had nothing. That white man basically spent, now, do you know how long 10 years is? He has spent 10 years with them to the point now that we are seeing the polished result and we're seeing the diamond. And we're all saying, even we Africans, we're saying, wow, look at how good these people are.
Yeah.
Mr. Clay, do you see the dynamics between that white man and them?
Oh, I loved it. I was actually so impressed by the way they look beyond color.
Thank you. Thank you. Now, the good thing about that is that you could see the dynamics with them is that color played no part. They trusted him and he trusted them. This shows people that have been through the trenches. We call it through the trenches. That means they must have gone through some hard times
serious
together.
history
They
together.
must have slept on the floor together. They must have eaten together. They must have cried together. They must have shouted at each other. They must have, you understand what I'm saying? But you could see how they don't even have to communicate. They just look at each other and they understand each other.
Yep.
Now, the point is this, and that's why we're bringing this message to you guys here, is that look, the solution for Nigeria, your solution is right there. Guess what the solution is? You. You see, Mr. Clay, that man now, you said that Simon Cowell assigned them. Imagine the investment that man has made in that choir for over 10 years. Imagine how much he has to have raised to even get them to America. He probably had borrowed money.
Oh yeah, they said even in the when he first went to start the choir, when he was employed to put the choir together as a choir director, he couldn't actually meet the people because they was doing demonstration in terms of people were demonstrating the fact that Black South Africa and white South Africa had to mix together. So there was demonstration taking place. So they couldn't meet. So they had to overcome. That was the first obstacle they had to overcome.
So let this encourage everyone out there. Understand this. When we've done videos on value, that the world is not interested in your need. The world is interested in your seed. Yes. And your seed is the value that you're bringing to the world.
Yes, sir.
Some of you, look, honestly, when I understood that the world is a global market.
Mm.
If you have a solution, nothing can stop the world coming to get you where you are.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
If you have value enough that you look, even in this quarantine, I've even through this quarantine time, I've even heard people that have flown around in private jets when there's no commercial airline, but they needed them so badly they went to the village.
Yeah. Yes.
So the
Yes.
point is this: look at yourself and understand that you are the only solution that you have. What did I
Yes,
say
sir.
there? Mr. Claire in your solution. Mr. Phil in your solution. Mr. Claire is the solution for Mr. Claire.
Amen.
Mr. Phil is the solution for Mr. Phil.
Yes, sir.
And all we're doing is encouraging you guys. One of the things, and we're going to end here, and we're going to, but, I hope you're getting the message that one of the things that people sometimes ask me is, Mr. Phil, how come you know what to say? You seem to just have something to say all the time, and some of the things that you're saying make sense. The reason it seems like I know what I have to say is that I've been on this journey. I've paid the price. Honestly, what book have I not read?
Indeed, sir. Indeed. More than once. Not just reading the book once, reading it over and over again. And Mr. Phil, one of the amazing things that maybe before we end the video, just to let everybody know that no excuses is acceptable. No excuse is don't accept excuses from yourself. Don't think, oh yeah, I'm in Nigeria, so what can you do? Is it, no. Don't accept any excuse. No excuse is acceptable. In fact, if next time you find yourself giving up an excuse to say, oh, I'm late because, or oh, I can't do it because, no. Don't take that from yourself. You deserve better. You deserve a better life for yourself. I don't accept any excuse for myself. I simply don't. I take responsibility.
Sorry, let you carry on.
No, and I take responsibility and I say, no, okay, I messed up this time, but I'm going to change it next time. I'm going to put the work in. I'm not going to, short change myself out of everything I'm meant to get out of life. No excuses accepted. The Bible says your talent will make room for you or make way for you. So you should not be accepting any excuse from yourself, because every little excuse adds up. You might accept one little thing, before you know it, you're accepting. Some people say, oh, there's only 24 hours in a day. Do you realize that some people wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning just to make sure that they can get the reading in, get what they need to do in before everybody else wakes up, because they're not accepting any excuse. Yeah. So don't do yourself the biggest favor. Pay yourself the biggest respect. Do not accept any excuse from yourself. Make yourself that promise from today onwards. Back to you, Mr. Phil.
The reason why Mr. Claire can say that emphatically is because we've lived that for years. As young men, me and Mr. Claire used to tell ourselves, no excuses accepted. We just wouldn't accept it from ourselves. We wouldn't accept it in our environment. And what you have to start saying is that start saying excuses. The moment you find yourself making excuses, start saying it as a robber. Start saying it as something that is stealing. It is stealing the good life from you. And you're the one generating and creating this thing that is stealing the good life from yourself. Is that acceptable? And that's why no excuses will be accepted. And the moment you start living a life of no excuse accepted, then guess what? The only thing left is responsibility. Did I hit the mark or did I miss it?
Yeah.
If I hit the mark, great. If I miss it, then I take responsibility and fix it.
Yes.
There's no middle ground.
Yeah.
And that's why Mr. Kane is saying no excuses accepted. And understand this. We are now living truly in a global community. You guys live in Nigeria. Look, the Nigeria you're living in right now is different from the Nigeria of 10 years ago, Nigeria of 20 years ago, Nigeria of 30 years ago. I'll give you a quick example. When I was young and NEPA took light in Nigeria, I didn't have mobile phone to use the light of the mobile phone. All we had was the torchlight.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I went to Nigeria, when we started using mobile phone, and you guys have been using it for years now, there was already a difference. And the difference is that even when NEPA took light and your phone is charged, you can still entertain yourself. Am I wrong, Mr. Clay?
No, yeah, definitely. You're right. You're 100% right.
Okay, so that means that technology has even in that situation that you are, technology has already impacted. Because in our time, we used to use candles. We used to use candles to read under the, when there's no light. Now, probably, you guys probably use some kind of maybe mobile phone technology. Okay, the point I'm trying to make is this. You are now living in a global market. Don't make no mistake about that. What has made that possible is technology. We got Zoom now. We got mobile phones. We got YouTube. We got so many things. We got apps. So nobody should have any excuse now. Honestly, nobody should have any excuse in polishing their value. Again, let's close like we started. What did this choir that were screaming and shouting about have? All they had was a few people that, oh, I could sing a little, I could dance a little, and I could show them that. And then they had someone who had the skill to work with them.
Yes, sir.
And they had to do what? They had to work.
Yes, sir.
Now, are they the only choir on earth? No, they're not the only choir on earth. There are plenty of choirs that can do amazing things. But guess what? They're unique. So what does that say? That means that whatever gift it is that you have, you pay the price, it will shine and it will be unique.
Yes, sir.
It will shine, it will be unique because, like I said, how many choirs have we seen? We've seen so many choirs, but this one is still different. And again, it shows when you have paid the price. That's why we're raving about them. Because it shows, you can't hide it.
Nope.
Even their costume, Mr. Clay, you can see that their costume is locally made.
Authentic.
Locally made. They're not saying, oh, we have to go to Harrods or we have
They're not trying to be somebody else, they're not.
Thank you. So their costume is made by a local tailor there.
Yeah.
That tailor has got work for life.
Yeah.
So you can see the impact. So again, this message, if it touches somebody, we've done our job. Where this message we're sending to you guys to encourage you guys. There's no two ways about it. Get your value, work on it. Mr. Clay, remember that saying that says, they call me an overnight success, but it was a long night. Long night.
Yes,
now we see people and we go, wow, it looks like they just came out of nowhere. But guess what? They've been at it for 10 years.
10 long years. 10 long years.
Yes. So that's why we keep encouraging you guys and saying, look, there is no shortcut. There's no shortcut. So how is the universe going to be fair? If it takes these people 10 years of sacrifice, pain, of sacrifice, of God's sweat, if it takes 10 years, you just want to do it in 2 months. How is it fair for the universe? What's your story going to be? What's your story going to be? So understand this. Okay, we're talking about choir now, yeah? But guess what? I keep saying this. It is the same. If your gifting is accountancy, start polishing it. The world needs a solution. If your gifting is in engineering, start polishing it. The world needs a solution. If your gifting is in construction, start polishing it. Don't wait for anybody to sanctify you. Oh, by the way, which ones of these choir people is a PhD in music?
Exactly. No, they're not walking around with the certificate.
Is it the certificate singing for them?
Nope.
Is it the certificate dancing for them?
Nope.
We have been miseducated in Africa to think just, and again, we have missed, and maybe that's where we start the next time we come. We have missed the point. We think education is about getting a certificate so that you can go and work for somebody. What we don't realize is that education is meant to empower you so that you can be the solution for the market.
Yes, sir.
You getting a job is a tier in the market. It's not the only tier in the market. As a matter of fact, it's one of the low tiers. You going to get a certificate to get a job is one of the low tiers of the market. The market is way, 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 way more than that.
Yes,
yeah?
Sir. Yes, sir.
So on that note, we're so impressed with the Ndlovu choir. They are amazing. The mastery, the gift, the precision, the timing, the value they're providing. Everything is exactly what we've been talking about. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And again, let me repeat this. Not everybody has to be visible like that. Okay. Some people, their gifting may be just cleaning up places.
Yes.
Setting up places, making it nice. Some people's gifting may be just in maintenance.
Yes, sir.
But pay the price. Don't expect. Look, Africa is where it is right now, not because there's no money, but because of people's attitude to work.
Exactly.
We will talk about that next time. Okay, Mr. Clay, that's me for now.
And that's me too. You know, I can't wait for the next episode, because this one, it just shows that, you know, it shows. I hope we're coming across with you're feeling our love for you, that we are on your side, and we're not picking on you, but we're actually on your side. I hope that is coming across. And on that note, Mr. Phil, I'm going to hand back to you.
Well, that's all that needs to be said. Like Mr. Clay said, we love you. God bless.
God bless. Bye-bye.